This is Welsh ASMR 82. How are you doing? I've had quite a few requests recently to do a video based on some sports to do with Wales. So I thought I would do a quick video on Swansea and Cardiff football clubs. Even as I say it, there's a chill down my spine because, as I shall explain, the two are very big rivals. Okay, so this is the map of South Wales. I'll zoom out for a sec so you can see all of Wales. Tiny, so it won't take long. So this is Wales. Yep, that way. So South Wales has two football clubs, Swansea and Cardiff. With Newport, they also play in the English divisions. Cardiff, Swansea do, and Wrexham. Where's it? There we are. So they all chose to play in the English leagues instead of Wales's own league. So I think it's just those four. Is there another? Can't remember. So all the other sides play in the Welsh league, but the Welsh league is semi-professional, and there's only one spot for the Champions League, and you enter really early on. It's like the second stage, and we always get put out against, someone from Montenegro or what is that one here? Someone from Luxembourg, I think. So I can't even remember where that team play. Anyway, so Swansea and Cardiff, let's take a look at these. So I'll show you the stadia because they are lovely stadiums. Stadia. Swansea's here, Uplands, downhill, so around here. Sketty, Calais, Pentrachwyth, Portennant, Maritime Quarter. Okay, so we moved the stadium. It used to be down here-ish. University of Wales. Mumble Uplands. So we used to play in the Vetch field, but now it's just a park. It's Brangwyn Hall, Swansea Rugby Football Club. Ble mae hi wedi mynd. So that's there. It's just down here. Look at my oh, is that what it looks like? I haven't been here since they tore it all down, and they said they were going to build a park. It's really pretty, actually. So my grandmother's house growing up was one of these, because it looked over to the, is this Glamorgan Street, Clarence Street? Oh, William Street. No, that's not right. Where's my grandmother? Maddock Place, Maddock. Richardson Road. Pantagwydr. Oh, it's around here then. Oh. Western Street, yeah. It's like that one maybe. So my So it looked over here. You could just peep over the back wall, and the veg field was here. So we tore that down, and we moved, and we went over. And the Liberty, wrong side of the river, was built, and it was actually built for the rugby to begin with, but the rugby's got really low crowds, and so because at that point Swansea City went to the Premier League, we actually filled the stadium. So as a result, we decided that it was going to be more of a football stadium, and I think they're rebuilding a smaller rugby stadium now. It's just going to be for the Liberty's just going to be for the football. Lime Street, Key Parade, Park Tower. I'm lost now. I'm talking to you and I'm lost. There we are. Sorry. You'd never think I spent 30 years in this city, would you? Okay, so that's the Liberty. So the Liberty Stadium is nice actually. It's about 22,000. I think we'll check Wikipedia in a minute. The roof's a bit messed up because of the satellite coming over at a maybe funny angle or something. But yeah, so it's not like a massive stadium or anything, but I've seen the Swans play there, and I went to watch Wales play there. I saw Gareth Bale play, and we won. I think it was against Austria. Yeah, I think it was Austria. Or Iceland or something. Yeah, I think it was Austria. I remember people in the crowd opposite were wearing like cowbells and stuff. I don't think it was Switzerland. So yeah, what's that? Morval. Oh yes, okay. So that's the shopping centre, Morval. Frankie Benny's. So Rossi's. Oh, the best chips. So that's the Liberty. So that's Swansea, and then about, depending on how fast you drive, 45 minutes away is Cardiff. Cardiff are obviously the capital of Wales, and Cardiff have got two stadia because we started off in the rugby state again, the rugby football divide. We started off, we're going to go there, but I want to start. Is that it? Yeah. So now called the Principality Stadium. This is what I would consider. This is what I would call the Millennium Stadium. This was built in 2000 or whatever, but we sold it for more money. Sold the naming rights for more money. So it's it was modelled on the Ajax Arena in the Netherlands, and I can say it is an absolutely beautiful stadium. Cardiff Arms Park is there, and they built it right next to it. And inside is wonderful. We'll take a look at it in an article so you can see inside. Yeah. Okay. So that was a stadia, but it's something like 70-something thousand, and Wales have got a really sort of up and down history with the football. So nowadays we're not bad at all actually. But there was a time when we'd lose to people like Belarus and Macedonia and stuff. Like 4-0. So for a while we decided to move to the brand new Cardiff City Stadium. And again, I think this is similar to the Liberty. It's maybe between 20 and 30,000. It's a really good stadium, and it coincided with the fact that we started doing really well. And when we moved there, we liked the closeness of the crowd, the fact that we could always get it relatively full, and that meant that the noise was better for the players rather than sitting in a half-empty stadium. And we resisted against moving back to the Principality because we probably could. I don't think we'd get 70,000 in every game, but I think it was a good idea going to the Cardiff City Stadium because it's a bit smaller, the atmosphere is way better, and therefore the acoustics and the connection between the crowd and the players and their performance. Yeah, so this is our national football stadium as well as the stadium for Cardiff City. So those are those two stadiums. Stadia. I never know which one to say. So that's where they are on a map anyway. So let's have a little look at some more details about them, shall we? Okay, so Swansea City. Just get my point. Swansea City Association Football Club. Pronounced Swansea. In Welsh, Clwb Pêl-droed Cymdeithas Dinas Abertawe is a Welsh professional football club based in Swansea, Wales, that plays in the Championship. I mean, I'm a bit nervous because there's a game in 2.5 hours to try and get us back in the Premier League. This video will be released after it, so who knows, they might beat us 4-0 or something, Brentford, but it is absolutely possible that when we play this semi-final we could win. And guess who's in the other semi-final? Yes, that's right, it's Cardiff. So there's a strong chance that we could be playing against Cardiff at Wembley to get back in the Premier League. You have no idea how awful it would be to lose to Cardiff. Okay, anyway, Grob is a Welsh professional football club based in Swansea, Wales, that plays in the Championship, the second tier of English football, so second tier under the Premier League. The club was founded in 1912, so yeah, we just had a 100-year anniversary a couple of years back. Swansea Town. And joined the Football League in 1921. The club changed their name in 1969 when they adopted the name Swansea City to reflect the new status as a city. Swansea have played their home matches at the Liberty Stadium since 2005, having previously played at the Vetch Field since the club was founded. In 1981, the club was promoted to the original Football League First Division. So that was before the Premier League was invented, so it basically was the Premier League, the top division. It was during the following season they came close to winning the league title, but a decline then set in near the season's end, before they finished 6th, still a club record. It was from here the club suffered a relegation the season after, returning to the Football League 4th division a few seasons later. And then, I remember this, and then narrowly avoided relegation to the Football Conference in 2003. So basically, we would have had to go semi-professional. Well, in those days, some clubs in that division are now professional. The Swansea City Supporters Society Limited owns 20% of the club, with their involvement hailed by Supporters Direct as the most high-profile example of the involvement of Supporters Trust in the direct running of a club. The club's subsequent climb from 4th division in the English division to the top division is chronicled in the film 2014, Jack to a King, The Swansea Story. If you're from Swansea, your nickname is a Jack. I think it's to do with the Swansea Jack, the dog that used to be, I think, saved someone's life. I should know this story. In 2011, Swansea were promoted to the Premier League. On 24th of February, Swansea beat Bradford City 5-0 to win the Football League Cup, the competition's highest ever winning margin for the final, winning the first major trophy in the club's history and qualifying for the Europa League, where they reached the last 32 stage but lost over 2 legs to Napoli. Swansea is the only team from outside England to have won the Football League Cup. With that win, they were relegated from the Premier League at the end of the 17-18 season. Understatement of the year. Swansea have a long-standing rivalry with Cardiff City, with whom they contest the South Wales Derby. So some facts. Capacity of the Liberty Stadium is 21,088 people. And those are our colours. So we predominantly play in white with a black trim. Our away kit's kind of funky. Does something happen when I click on it now? I've never seen this with yellow. Okay. What's it going to do? Oh yes, that's what it's going to do. It's a very nice picture. Yeah. So that's the Liberty Stadium. It's, it's a nice stadium just below Kilvey Hill. And just next to all the shops as well there. There's a railway bridge you can see going across there, across the river. So that's the Liberty. Okay. Just only weld os wedyn ni'n gallu dweud rhywbeth yn Gymraeg gyntaf. Cymraeg. Stadiwm Liberty. Yr un chwaraeon chyngherddau, yeah, because we host concerts there as well, yn ogostal a bod yn ganolfan gynadleithfa yn ardal Glandŵr o ddinas Abertawe yw Stadiwm Liberty. Mae'r stadiwm yn eiddio i gyngor dinas Abertawe ac mae'n medru seddi dros 20,000 o bobl, gan wneud y ganolfan y mwyaf o'i math yn Abertawe. Stadiwm Liberty yw drydydd stadiwm fwyaf yng Nghymru, ar ôl Stadiwm Millennium, sy'n dal 74,000, a Stadiwm Dinas Caerdydd sy'n dal, okay, I thought it was right here, 62,000. So it's the third largest stadium in Wales after Millennium, which is now the, what do we call it? The Principality. 74.5. And Swansea Cardiff City Stadium, which is 26,000, so just a little bit bigger. And it said that it can sit over 20,000 people. Oh, that's right, it belongs to the local council, so they own it, not the football club. And it's in the Landor area of Swansea, Glandŵr. Clean water yn Gymraeg. Okay. Yn ôl I Saesneg dwi'n credu. Darllen mewn iaith arall. Okay. Cardiff City. Okay, here we go. Cardiff City FC. Cardiff City Football Club, Welsh Clwb Pêl-droed Dinas Caerdydd, is a professional association football club based in Cardiff, Wales. It competes in the Championship, the second tier of the English Football League system. Founded in 1899 as Riverside AFC, the club changed its name to Cardiff City in 1908 and entered the Southern Football League in 1910 before joining the English Football League in 1920. The team have spent 17 seasons in the top tier of English football since, the longest period between 21 and 29. Their most recent season in the top flight was the 2018-19 Premier League season. Cardiff is the only team from outside England to have won the FA Cup, doing so in 1927. They have also reached 3 other cup finals in English competitions: the FA Cup against Sheffield United, the 2008 FA Cup final against Portsmouth, and in 12 the League Cup against Liverpool, suffering a defeat on each occasion. They've won the Welsh Cup on 22 occasions, making them the second most successful team in the competition's history behind Wrexham. With the exception of a short period this century, the team have played in the home colours of blue and white since 1908, which gives them the nickname the Bluebirds. Cardiff's first permanent ground was Ninian Park, opened in 1910. It remained in use for 99 years, until the club moved into the Cardiff City Stadium in 2009. Cardiff have long-standing rivalries with nearby clubs Swansea City, with whom they contest the South Wales Derby, and Bristol City, with whom they contest the Seven-Side Derby. The club's record appearance holder is Billy Hardy, who made 590 appearances in a 20-year spell with Cardiff, and their record goal scorer is Len Davis with 179 goals. So we'll just see their kit. Yeah, it's the blue with the white trim and white shorts. Sort of grey meshy one for their third kit, and their away is the orange. Cardiff City Stadium. There we go. So you can see it's quite a nice stadium, and that's where Wales play as well. Don't know what that is. Canadian Gymraeg. Stadiwm Dinas Caerdydd, maes chwaraeon, 60,000 sydd yn ardal lecwydd Caerdydd yw Stadiwm Dinas Caerdydd. Mae gartref I dîm pêl-droed Ddinas Caerdydd. B. Tîm rygbi Gleision Caerdydd yn chwarae gemau cartref yno hefyd rhwng 2009 a 2000. There are so many ways of saying 12 in Welsh. 12, the easy way. Ar ôl Stadiwm y Millennium, dyma'r ail stadiwm fwyaf yng Nghymru. Argorwyd y stadiwm yn swyddogol ar 22 Gorffennaf 2009 gyda gêm gyfeillgar rhwng Dinas Caerdydd a Celtic. We'll just click on Stadiwm Millennium, just so you can see. Yeah, so it's got a retractable roof, just like the Ajax Arena, but unfortunately that meant that we had to put fresh grass on like every other week because it just didn't grow very well. We don't get a lot of sun in Wales. Yeah, there's a bit there about the Arena Amsterdam. Pan agorodd y stadiwm yn swyddogol ym mis Mehefin 1999, hwn oedd dim ond yr ail stadiwm yn Ewrop a tho gwbl codadwy ar ôl Arena Amsterdam. So when it opened in 1999, ahead of the Millennium, because it was the Millennium Stadium, it was only the second stadium in Europe at the time to have a roof. A closable, fully closable roof after the Amsterdam Arena in Holland. And now I imagine there are loads. Yeah, okay. So, that is all about Swansea and Cardiff football team. hope I've been really nice about both. As I say, there's a lot of rivalry and banter between us, so I wanted to remain impartial. And I do hope that one of us is in the Premier League next season, at the very least. I liked it when we were both in there, to be honest. It's very good for Welsh football in general. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and I'd like you to drop a like. No nasty comments from anyone about either team, please. And if this is the first time you're watching one of my ASMR videos, then please consider clicking subscribe so you can see similar videos in the future. Big thank you to my subscribers, and huge thank you to my patrons as well. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Okay, diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much.